I, Dhananjay Kumar. Today we are going to discuss about transportation in human beings. Transportation is a process in which substances are conducted from one place to another place. Transportation means conduction of substances from one place to another place in the body. In the case of the organism, different useful substances and some other waste substances are transported from one part of the body to the another part of the body. This process of conduction of substances in the body is known as transportation. In most of the lower organism in the sense simple organism whose body made up of single cell. Such organism, the process of transportation take place from their general body surface by the simple process of diffusion. In this substances, in this lower organism, useful substances goes inside the organism by the simple process of diffusion, and the waste product also goes outside. But in complex organism like the human beings, the transportation take place by the special organ system that is called circulatory system. Circulatory system. Before going to study details, I want to discuss here that what are that substances which are conducted in the organisms or in the human body. These may be respiratory gases, respiratory gases, respiratory gases like oxygen and carbon dioxide, digested food substances, and waste product. These substances are conducted in the case of the human beings by the system that is called circulatory system. Circulatory system contains blood, blood vessels, and heart. Circulatory system in the case of the human being basically made up of blood, blood vessels, and heart. First, we are going to discuss about the blood. Blood is a fluid connective tissue. This blood is a fluid connective tissue which act as circulatory medium. Actually, this blood circulate in the body and conducting these substances. So, blood is act as a circulatory medium. This blood basically made up of blood plasma, blood plasma and blood cell. Blood plasma made up of water and different organic and inorganic substances, while three different blood cells are suspended in the blood plasma. These blood cells are RBC, WBC and platelets. This RBC stand for red blood corpuscles, whose main component is the hemoglobin. This hemoglobin is the respiratory pigment which mainly responsible for the conduction of respiratory gases like oxygen and carbon dioxide. WBC, it is actually group of cell which responsible for the immunity or immune system of the human body, and the platelets is responsible for the blood clotting. After this blood, the second component of circulatory system is blood vessels. Blood vessels is a tube-like structure, a tubular structure in which blood flow in the body. In this tubular structure, blood flow in the body. There is a network of blood vessels present in the human body, by which or in which this blood circulate and these substances are conducted. Blood vessels are of three types. One is called artery, second is called veins, and third is capillaries. Artery is a blood vessels by which pure blood flow in the body. This artery is made up of thick wall or thick and elastic wall. Artery always conducting or carrying pure blood, which is made up of thick and elastic wall. This artery having thick and elastic wall, because blood flow in this artery is pure and having more pressure, so its wall is thick and elastic. There is an exception of this artery, that is called pulmonary artery, which we will discuss in the heart. The second is vein. Vein is another blood vessels which always carry impure blood. Impure blood means hemoglobin plus CO2. The vein made up of thin wall, because blood flow in this vein having less pressure than arteries. And one basic difference between the artery and vein is that this vein having valve. There is a valve present in this vein which provide unidirectional movement of the blood. This vein also having an exception, that is the pulmonary vein. We will study about the pulmonary vein in the topic heart. The third blood vessels is capillaries. Capillaries is a fine hair-like blood vessels by which exchange of the blood take place at the cellular level. Actually, what happens in our body, from one side, artery carry pure blood, artery carry pure blood, artery divided into the different thin and fine blood vessels, that is called arterioles, and arterioles again branched and rebranched into the hair-like structure. This structure is actually called capillaries, and by this capillaries blood goes into the cell, means each and every cell of the body connected to the capillaries, and in the another sides this capillaries comes and it form venules, and then veins. Means from one side arteries divide into the arterioles, then arterioles divide into the capillaries. From the other and another side, vein divides into the venules, venules again divides into the hair-like structure, that is capillaries, and by this capillaries blood goes into the different cell, or we can say that each and every cell of the body connected to these capillaries, and in this way blood goes to the different cells and transportation or conduction of substances take place. Here one important thing that must be remembered between the artery and the vein, the valve. This valve is a unique feature of this vein that never present in the artery, because there is a no need of the such valve in the artery, because blood always goes from heart to the rest part of the body, and as we know that heart is present in the upper part of the body, so blood always goes towards the gravity. But in the case of the vein, when blood goes from the lower part to the upper part, then in this case blood goes against the gravity, so it requires extra force that actually given by the heart, but heart not producing pressure regularly. Sometimes heart contract and sometimes relax. So this valve provide one-way traffic or unidirectional movement of the blood, because at one time blood comes here. In the case of the relaxation, blood never goes back, it stops here. In the next, blood goes to the upper part of the body. So it is a basic difference between the artery and the vein, that artery do not have valve, while vein having the valve. In next we will study heart.